139. Harlem's #1 podcast. Featuring Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash.
139. Yo, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing? What's good? So we just finished doing 2 great interviews, and now we introducing something we call the B139 Forum, whereas we get a group of people like a panel, and we start touching on topics and stuff like that. And we want y'all, to listen to us real good and support the show. B139, we always trending, we always like thinking outside the box and doing different things. So without further ado, my name is Don Vito, voice for the peoples.
Ambassador.
Yes, all right. So check us out, right? We want to touch on a few topics. We all on the same page and stuff like that. And the first topic we want to touch on is the bridge that collapsed in Baltimore, man. I don't know how when y'all heard it, but I heard it like watch the news a lot. A lot of times I fall asleep with the TV on. It's just like company, you know what I mean? And now I got addicted with it. I can't sleep without hearing the fucking TV first. But anyway, I saw like right when it happened, man. It said breaking news, and the bridge got hit and it went down, and whatever case may be. And I was like, damn. But I was tired, so I didn't really absorb really what happened. I said, damn, some other shit there. There's mad fires, right?
Yeah. Crazy disaster.
A lot of drama in trains, right? And then, all other stuff that's going on. So I just thought it was something else that was going on. When I woke up, man, I was like, wow, that was a catastrophe, man. How'd you feel about when you saw it?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy where the boat hit the bridge. It's like it hit the worst place it could have hit. Had it been like in the middle, it'd have been good. But it hit like that at that angle and hit that leg. It just collapsed. It was crazy watching it, man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the 6 people who passed away in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they gave up. They stopped the rescue on them. How you felt about that, Cash?
Oh man, it's sad. It's catastrophic, man. I mean, I'm just happy that a lot more people didn't die, because when you think of bridge, you think of a lot of cars and you think of a lot of people. So God was definitely there. God bless the souls that got lost. The 6 or 7 people that died, and we hope to never see nothing like that ever again.
It was crazy.
Yeah. And, RIP to the 6 people that died, and they're still looking, of course. But it could have been worse, because that's a bridge that's very active. So it's like a major highway for them in a sense. So it could have been worse. I look at everything and I'm like, how could they have avoided it? Which is really the key for that person that was manning that ship. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like they could have, right? Because he said the power went out. So that was a interesting, but it's like I'm pretty sure they have protocols that probably could have met, but it's going to be interesting after we see the full scope of that investigation to be like, all right, cool. What he should have did that he didn't do. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things that he didn't do. Maybe he didn't know, maybe he didn't have time, but it's a learning curve, because you got the GW, you have a bunch of bridges up here in New York that have a lot of traffic. So imagine if that would have happened to one of our bridges.
Crazy.
The numbers would have been 1,000 times what it is, even just crossing the GW today. So it's going to be interesting to see what that investigation looks like. And I think, unfortunately it happened. And, those workers that was on that bridge that died, I feel bad for their families, because they just went to work, and now, their families lost
never come home.
a good person. So RIP to them.
Yeah, that's a sad situation, gentlemen.
Yeah.
We all men that we go to work, we try to strive for the best thing, and then next thing you're not here. But my thing is, was this done with malice, or was this done with, some type of alternative thing that's going on. Alternative motive, you know, because this is crazy. You know, a lot of things, everything happens nowadays. Like, you know, we get, you know, is it a fear factor? Like they fearing us with things, or is it just like, you know, a natural disaster? This is like, oh, this is an anomaly.
Something happened on accident.
So, you know, you got to understand, like, you know, the times we're in right now, I don't know what it is. I don't know if this was done with malice. I don't know if this was done accidental. I don't know what it was, gentlemen.
You said we got to question everything.
We got to question everything.
That's good. That's a good point.
That's a good point right there.
I ain't think about it that way though.
You got to question everything. I don't know what it is. You know?
Yeah, but that's the sad part, right? Like,
it's very sad.
No, it's sad because we think the people that died.
Right.
Let's take away these theories, right? Because that's what we think about when we think about this theory. This could have been had a freak accident. People died, and the first thing we think now is, what the government did. We don't even think no more about the lives. It's like, this is some government joint. Nobody probably died. They just making up the people that died, and they just giving us, because most of us can't even tell you who died, right? So it's sad that the government got us thinking like that. Now.
You know why they got us thinking like that? A lot of that stuff happened. I'm gonna tell you something. I blame a lot of the crime. I grew up. I grew up with crime, around crime, right? We all have. But the point I'm trying to make is that the crime that's going on now, man, is like, it's senseless crimes, man. You know, our crimes made sense, whether we liked it or not back in the days. Right? They made sense. Yeah. These are senseless crimes, man, and a lot of innocent people getting hurt. You understand? Dudes not even hitting their targets, man. Right. I mean, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Before, dudes was kind of hitting their targets. Yeah. Dudes ain't hitting their targets, man. A lot of little kids, a lot of old ladies, you can't go to the store. You can't get on a train and go downtown to a job without looking over your shoulders, man. You know, you understand? We got on the train, it should be bunched up like that. And, you know, we got there like sardines and nothing happened. Now, you know, it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But back to the bridge situation, right? What you just said, T Black, make some kind of sense too. How you feel about it, though, Chuck?
I just want to say rest in peace, man, to the 6 and 8 families. I just know that the trauma that it caused right around the world, right, with that bridge, just because a lot of people, I go across the George Washington every day. Just because of that, I'm like, oh man, let me get across the bridge. Mm-hmm. I just hope that, which I know we will in the future, as far as engineering that bridge, that it'll be some type of safety protocol, a little bit more than what it was, because I know it probably hit a seam to crack, because that bridge went down instantly.
Right. Instantly, folks.
Right. Well, that's the thing, like what he was saying, because we do know these bridges to be sturdy. We know they've been up for hundreds of years. Some of these bridges, they dry rot, whatever it is, for the boat to hit and know where to hit. Like Doc had said, if it had hit in any other angle, they said, it would have been good. So what's the probability that it did hit at that one seam to make the joint crumble down? Because it looked like it wasn't real.
Yeah, I know, man.
Dynamite situation.
Yeah,
you know, when they
crazy.
put dynamite and the joint just go down.
Because you know we do have the technology to be as precise as we can.
But you know what is interesting? Like Virginia, they got a bridge. I always get it wrong. I think it's the Chesapeake. I don't care what you say. You 2 seconds off of being flooded or going over that joint. So I know damn well that bridge. I wasn't shocked. I'm like, oh, this is Maryland. Virginia joint is crazy. So I know damn well this could happen in Maryland, because Virginia joint look like it's like 2 seconds off of you going into the water.
Is like 30 minutes long.
Right. Yeah.
And before, see, it's 2 lanes now. Before it was just one lane.
Yeah.
You would have to pay somebody to drive. It was just so long.
Yeah.
The Chesapeake.
How long you said? 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah, that's the longest bridge.
Yeah, it's the longest bridge.
Yeah, but that thing at the top and go on the water.
Yeah,
the top and go on the water. I'm gonna tell you, one time I was going down there, and it had a storm, and the storm started right when I got on the bridge. So I ain't got no choice but to go across. Yo, champ. I had the windshield wipers going, boom, 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 boom. I had the front, everything on high. But I can't see. So the whole time I'm like this. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. See the seagull, everything going crazy. I couldn't see the other side nowhere, man. I just followed the tail lights of the car.
That's it.
And the wind blowing on that joint, man.
Yeah.
You understand? And they got sharks and stuff in that water, man.
See, that's what messed me up. My man Lincoln was driving, and that wind picks your truck up,
Yeah.
and it feels like you on a damn boat.
And if a truck go by you, your joint shit.
Yeah.
Every time a truck go by you,
Inside the tunnel.
Yeah.
you know about that. Come on, Ted, stop, man. Stop. Yeah.
Yeah. I just go to sleep. Like if I wake up, I wake up.
It is like a weird sight, especially bad weather in Chesapeake.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold up. Let me think. Where me and you went? We went out of town a few
Oh,
years back.
DC.
But we drove somewhere through there, man. I think I had to drive because he was nervous, man.
Yeah, nah, yeah. Some of them bridges be
I
tight.
think it was something. Yeah. Remember we went on the road trip.
Mm-hmm.
You had the white truck at that time, right?
Nah, I had to. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
It was the gray nose, great.
Yeah, I had a gray truck.
I
Yeah.
forgot a big gray truck. I forgot,
Yeah.
man. Like about 4
Like
years
an
ago.
Infinity or something.
Yeah,
I think it was,
exactly what it was, man. Yeah, but even where it goes, right? Let's talk about the cargo that has to go up to that port.
Yeah.
That is a very big port, they say, and there's a lot of important things, whatever it is, travels through there. Now they got to find a way to get it to travel somewhere else, man. It's like cause a major problem with the stuff that we use all the time and different products and different items. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna
on the
be crazy.
canisters.
Yeah.
So what are they gonna do? They're gonna start immediately rebuilding the bridge.
Yeah, President Biden did one of them little we interrupt the channel, breaking news type of situation.
Right.
It said that they're gonna pay the government gonna pay for everything. As long as
need
Congress
to-
approve it.
What about the migrants in New York City? They
I
got
don't
to
know
pay
about
some, pay that too, because taxes high in New York City
You know,
right now.
Biden, man, he only pay for what he like.
Yeah,
He ain't like Trump.
Because
Trump
he-
pay for everything.
he from Maryland or something like that, right? He's in the South,
Delaware.
Delaware. Yeah, so he right there. He right there. That's
Yeah,
why
he
he
said he
paid
gonna
for
pay
it.
for all that. All
Yeah.
that. But even I don't care if they pay for it. That shit's gonna take a long time to put
This
that
gonna
back
take a
together.
long time.
We're talking about
But-
a few years, man.
How y'all feel
So
about the
man, if
migrants?
you take that bridge to work every
About 20
morning,
years.
It's big, right?
Yeah.
Well,
if
you
you
know,
take that bridge to work every morning,
Yeah, that's
what
crazy.
you gonna do now?
yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah,
Imagine the George Washington Bridge. Imagine George Washington Bridge having that situation. I don't, God, we just talking.
oh, GW have it. It's
And
a
you
wrap.
gotta always go to the Lincoln or the Holland.
Oh, forget about it.
That's gonna mess up a lot
You
of
have to go
people.
all the way.
You gotta go all the way
All
downtown
the
to
way
come
around,
uptown.
right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They may have to create some.
You see where
type
I'm
of,
coming from?
They
variable
better have-
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
they would have to.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But let me ask you a question. You talk about the migrants in New York City. How do you feel about that? Let's talk about the real stuff. How y'all feel about the migrants in New
He
York
ain't letting
City?
that go. That's why we left. And
No,
now I
I
got
need
nothing
to-
against migrants. Though. He just
I need to hit it. We got to get at least 5 minutes on this doc. How
Here's
you
my
feel
deal.
about the migrants?
Let me say my part.
All right.
I'm gonna keep it real. I've been going to vacation like different migrant countries for years since I was a little kid. And when we go over there, they got M16s, right? Sometimes you got a wristband. You can't go here. You can't go there. You go chop you up with a machete.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all
They're your
been there.
neighbors
Y'all
now.
travel. You understand? So you got to stay safe. You got to watch how you move, but you can have a good time at the same
Well,
time.
you gonna have to now in New
But
York
when you
City.
come over here, you understand what I'm saying? You just let the motherfucker in.
Yeah.
So you come over here and live. When we go over there, we got to be under pressure.
We can't live.
We can't live. So no, for real, hear what I'm saying? I got a problem with, I'm not gonna say don't let them in, but they got to earn their way to get in this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, man.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, the migrants is we not stereotyping no nationality like Spanish. The Jews was migrants at one time, and the Asians, and they came here and they got that government money that black people was like, if we was either too ignorant, we didn't want to go get it because we knew too proud, or we would just ain't know about it.
Mhm.
They came and got that. That's how they came over here poor. They've been through stuff not like us, but they've been through stuff too. And they took that money and they turned it into something. They stuck together. They all 5 slept in one house.
Mhm.
They had one car. We laughed. I should remember we used to be in our joints and 3 people in the front, 3 people in the back.
Yeah.
But them same 3 people in front of the car and in the back of the car, they got 10 businesses right now. Remember us?
Yeah.
Yeah. We stayed in one crib at one car. We saved our money.
Yeah.
And then look what we did. And then they got them, they took advantage of them government programs and utilized them because they government give migrants more a leeway financially support than they give us who already live here.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a big fact.
That's backwards, man.
That's bad. They got a,
But that's a great point. Yeah, that's a
Yes,
great
yeah,
point.
of course.
That's my issue, right? They even when it happened with the Ukrainian war, a lot of people were coming here getting the benefits of going right back home.
Correct.
So they just get the checking account, they have everything set up, and they go right back home and they use that debit card. That's my only issue. I don't care if you bring in legal migrants, but the problem is you got kids. These kids are going out here. You saw what happened when they jumped the cops.
Right.
If that was any one of us, we got 100,000 years. I was shocked that I ain't gonna lie to you. We would have been shot a few times if we're lucky to live.
Right.
That was 100,000 years.
Yeah, 100,000 years.
I don't know how these kids walked out with damn near no bail, and they were laughing on camera.
Yeah.
I was like, "This is sick."
Yeah. But so let me ask you a question. We can go on and on and on and on about that, right? Like Cash, let me ask you. How do you feel about what you just heard? How you feel about that?
I don't really feel a certain way. I think we feel more of a problem with the benefits that they're getting. Because when you don't talk about the benefits that they're getting, we never had a problem because we always seen migrants come here. Like we've always known about what the Spanish do, live up in the house.
We lived around
with 50,000 people and pool their money together because guess what? It took somebody to tell them. Nobody told us certain things. We're from here.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't grow up cold-blooded savages. Some of us grew into being savages. They come from countries where they are savages in order to live.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah.
we go over there. That's that we made a choice to go over there
Mhm.
to have fun. Their choice is not to come over here to have fun. They
Right.
come over here to make. They come over here to create a legacy because it's a situation that you can.
Right.
We have it's other places in the world that we could go to. United States is not the only place
Right.
that gives out money or is rich.
Right.
But how many of us do we know, black and brown, that leave here and go over there to say, "Oh, I'm going to take advantage of their benefits"? Just tell me if one of y'all guys at the table
Never.
met
Yeah,
one
none.
person, just one, who've actually
But
left here.
There's no
Outside of school,
benefits
we
like
got-
the USA.
Huh?
You're never gonna get. I don't
I'm
care
not talking
what
about
country.
the USA. I'm talking
No,
about
I'm
other
saying like
countries.
any country you go to, they don't have benefits like we do here. We don't have. They don't have the programs we give to people. New York City has basically laws about how we treat illegal immigrants and migrants and asylum seekers. We have laws, so they have to do certain things for these people once they arrive.
Yeah, once they arrive.
Like there's city laws that we can't even if we wanted to say no, they have to do it. We're about 6 billion in the hole, New York City right now because of what we're doing. The issue I have is this: I don't have a problem if you want to house people, but don't do it on my back because I can barely
Yeah, no,
pay.
that's-
I can
that's
barely
exactly
get my
what I'm
own
saying.
money, and now
That's
you
what we
messing
got
it up for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm
my
saying.
problem.
And the biggest thing is like Tyson Foods did something crazy. They like fired like 1,200 employees and then hired 1,200 migrants. You don't do that.
Nah, you don't do that.
crazy.
That's crazy. Like,
No, of course.
yeah.
No, right.
and the thing is, and this is
Yeah.
for the migrants, so I'm not against them. I'm not against that you want to work, but why are you going to exploit them? You're going to hurt the Americans back, and then you're going to exploit them on top of that.
That's been carrying you the whole time.
Correct.
It's $1.
No, but you're going to exploit the migrants on top of that because
Yeah.
you're not going to pay them the same amount you're
That's
going
why
to
they
pay
did
the
it.
Americans.
It's about $1.
They might not even get the benefits. They might
they're
not even
not
get a
able
full
to
benefit
Yeah,
package.
775.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might go back to the old minimum wage.
Yeah, they go back
So
to
if you're gonna do them, you do everything
some
right.
choice.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's short-lived when you look at it. At some point, they become Americans, right? And in 2 years, they're gonna be like, I ain't working as hard. No, you crazy. I see Doc over there chilling. I see Cass over there chilling. Vito in the corner chilling. Do you want me to go and do 1,200 packs of chicken and everything else? You bugging. Listen, you bugging. You crazy. I ain't in Mexico no more. I ain't in China no more. So it changes. They become Americans.
Changes the mindset, the mental
Those
change.
those benefits become wasted. That's the problem with that we're not realizing. They're going to become Americans. Make them become Americans. How immigrants became Americans before. Not this easy access. Oh, we can give you a benefit. We give you a debit card. You get $600 a month. You get this. and we're gonna find you housing on top of that. We're gonna get you housing, don't worry about it. So basically they chilling. They are chilling and they're gonna get used to this American way. And then when they really understand it, you're gonna really see that a lot of them are not here for the right reasons. And the ones that are, it makes them look bad.
But you got a lot more that's not here for the right reasons than the ones that are. And all the stuff that with the crime rate went up
Yeah,
since they came here, right? But it's not all of their fault.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You know, if you get hungry, what you gonna do, man?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
It's all about survival.
When I get
Yeah.
hungry, man, I think things I ain't got no business thinking, man.
That's right.
I'm serious, man. I done been hungry before several times.
But this is
And I had thoughts of doing some evil stuff because I need to get this hunger off me, man. You understand what I'm saying, though? Whether in college or out here,
correct.
I'm not gonna be hungry, man. I get hungry. One thing about me, I get hungry, I get angry, I get an attitude. You know what I'm saying?
The issue is not even just
so that's
that.
what you are living on the street and you got nowhere to stay.
Yeah, but the issue is
You know
not
what I'm
even
saying?
that. Think about this.
Yeah.
I'm talking about just so people understand. I'm talking about the ones that's coming for illegal reasoning, right? I'm not talking about the ones that actually legally are coming over here because we know they're gonna go to college, they're gonna get a good job,
Yeah.
they're gonna support, they're gonna help us hopefully get our taxes down one day by coming in the way that they're coming in and supporting the communities. But the problem is America doesn't have the resources right now to basically filter out the illegal ones. So the worst part is this: you have people coming across that border with kids that they're trafficking, women that they're trafficking, and we don't have the resources to even. These people are going into hotel shelters, trafficking these kids and women. We don't have the resources to even identify it, stop it, prevent it. We can't even stop our own crime. How the hell are we going to even identify somebody that's trafficking a kid? We can't even speak their language. They go into these shelters. The intake people can't even speak the language. So if that child is at harm, you can't help them. That's the problem I have. We don't have the resources to help them. But yet we want to be like, yeah, we're going to do all of this. No, you're doing an injustice.
The only thing, I don't want to mean to cut you off, but the
No,
only
you
thing
good.
that they've been reporting lately is that it hasn't been like mothers with children. It's been middle-aged men of war, like cats that's been like, like in their 20s and 30s.
In the gangs.
Gangs and all that,
stuff
street
like
gangs.
It's been coming across.
With
So-
children.
Well,
A lot
heard
of them
children,
come in-
but I heard they've been sending a lot of single males of a different.
Remember, the family gets most of those benefits.
Right.
So when these people are coming in, they're coming in with these kids.
Right.
A lot of them, and I'm gonna tell you from my experience working with the community, these FQHCs that's dealing with the housing and supportive housing for these people.
Right.
They'll tell you these people. This grown man got a little girl that he
Right.
came in this country with, or
Right.
saying this is my little niece or my nephew or whatever.
Right.
They can't validate if
They
that's
can't validate
truly
it, right. So we don't know for sure what's what. Right.
correct.
That's
So
correct.
I mean, at the end of the day, we all gotta, be being mindful of what's really going on. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So you got what's been reported, and it's not been reported that they're trying to replace us as Black people in most of our hubs in Chicago and in New York. And that's been reported on the internet, not mainstream media, but on the internet with a lady called Vicky Dillard. She's one, if you guys check her out, I plugged the Vicky Dillard. She's been doing stuff. I've been following her lately, and she's been, reporting a lot of good stuff. So a lot of her stuff that she's been reporting is that, they trying to replace us.
Well, I'll play devil's advocate. I don't think it's just us. I think in general, we're gonna at some point economically, we're gonna have a point where we have more work than employees.
Right.
So allowing migrants to come in is a great thing because
Right.
no matter what we think we're gonna do,
Right.
we're gonna have more work than we have bodies.
Right.
So economically, that makes sense to let the migrants come in. The problem I have is you have to have a system because they're not going to be even the best migrant at some point, like you said, when they become hungry, when their kid can't eat, when they don't have housing, when they don't have the resources, they're going to go to the most negative thing to get them.
That's
Of
right.
course.
I understand the migrant situation is not as bad in the sense of what the reasoning might be why we're opening the floodgates. because we know economically we are going to get to a point where these jobs, which they are happening now, we have more jobs than bodies. Think about when you interview people, you do it all the time, Chuck. People don't want work no more. They got selective. Can I do a remote job? You're like, dude, you're a plumber.
Getting lazy all day. Yeah, they don't want to do the hard work.
They don't.
Everybody want to finish product. We just got it because what's happening is creating a bottleneck, right? So it's good that they're coming over here economically, but they got to create a system that's going to trickle them in, right? So that we can kind of set something up for them. We need to basically set something up for them that's going to benefit us as a country.
Correct.
You know,
these kids don't even think about these teenagers and kids that come over with their traffickers. They don't even know the rights. So in their mind, they're thinking, oh, I'm still in Mexico. I'm still in this part of the world. I don't know. I could go to veto my intake person to tell them this is happening, and immediately my life is going to change for the better because I'm in America. They don't know that America frowns upon traffickers and sex work. Like, they don't know we frown upon those things. They can't speak our language on top of that. Some of these people, they're coming in from Africa. People are coming from all over the world. They're just using Mexico border. Yeah, you got Chinese people flying into Mexico just to come in here. So it's not even just Mexicans or Spanish.
The borders are open.
Yeah, but no, but they know
a lot of Africans on it, like you said.
They coming in. But the way that they're coming in.
So everybody from across the world, they want to come.
Yeah, because Trump about to shut them down.
No, I think it's going to stop. I truly think it's going to stop. The reason why is how they coming in, and most states are not taking them. New York City, we seeing the effects. But these other states are like, put them on a bus, send them to New York City.
Oh, Chicago, New York.
Yeah.
Basically Chicago, New York.
They're getting hard.
Yeah, we taking everything.
They try to
Yeah, sanctuary.
They try to bring them upstate, and Governor Holcomb was like, nah. Hum and Mayor Adams is beefing. Like, why you send everybody here, man? Send something upstate.
Well, Albany crazy. So you already know Albany wild right now. So if you send them upstate, that might just be, they don't have the resource. Bad enough we don't have. Imagine what Albany look like. They police department is us. This is the bad people in their police department.
They ain't got the reach. They don't have the manpower they got here, man. But one thing I can say, I don't know about the migrants that's coming in right in the masses, but the ones that's been here already, they work, man. See, look, they hear what I'm saying. They put work in, man. I had a comparison. I had a Spanish lady come to my house and clean it, right? Then I had a black girl come to my house and clean it. Black young girl. and I was like, but the agency send me had an agency. They send different people, but always the Spanish.
But you
they
know
got
what the
down.
difference?
But so the black girl said, "I get busy, right? Because I think I said something. So I get busy.
Yeah, caller, what up?
We got to call the caller. We're gonna take the caller, man.
Caller, turn the TV down.
Yo,
what up?
Listen, man, you guys approaching this and looking at it from a pure economic way, and it's different. The bigger plan is really going to displace and make working class and lower class blacks and indigenous Latinos, going to displace them. You understand? You guys are comparing people who have no choice but to work hard. I mean, people didn't come to this country to sit around. They came to get the economic prosperity that they heard about. It is unfair for you to really say you accept it when a lot of the promises made to black folks haven't been realized. The dream, so to speak, is being propagated for other people. Your grandmothers and grandfathers and uncles will be a little bit ashamed of you guys not looking at this, how it's really being actually played out in you. This ain't about discrimination and treating them bad. This is about economic displacement of people that look just like you that are here already. And if you don't really drill down in that, you're gonna find out. District lines, as far as congressional district lines, are being redrawn, and the Latino vote is being pulled more towards people who are not in favor of your agenda of people look like you. So be careful in what you say to placate. We always talking about how we support other people, but those same people will never get out there and march and walk for you and yours. So be careful in what you're accepting so easily. Dig deep a little bit and see the situation is not what it really appears to be on the surface.
Yeah, I think you got some good points, caller. But I'll say on the first step is, the black agenda. We already know that we have not done a good job at that, and it's really we're not utilizing our purchasing power correctly. I don't know when that's going to change. I'm in a different generation from a lot of cats up here, but the problem is when the older generations had the power to change it, they used that money to floss and look rich. And we have to change that perception before we can ask anybody else to help us, because they're not doing the same economic challenges or idiotic ways that we do. We got to have the best shoes, the most expensive ones, because that we want to prove to broke people that we're rich, right? Stupidest idea ever. That's one. On top of that, I think you're incorrect about the migrants. And the reason why I say that, I don't think any person that's a white supremacist or has that ideology is going to want more minorities in America. That doesn't benefit them on the voting. And at some point, with the amount of migrants that's coming in, the majority is going to become the minority. What I will say on the third point is this: if black people are smart, they really should realign themselves with some of these migrants, no matter where they're coming from, because we all have the same struggles. And at the end of the day, we could utilize those numbers and really make some change. But the problem is a lot of black Americans think change is a monetary thing. And we don't think about, okay, how do we decrease our taxes? How do we get housing programs that really benefit us? How do we get housing programs that's good to our seniors, our elders, right? How many of our elders can't afford the houses once they stop working or can't afford certain stuff? So our programs that we have in the future can't be these monetary things that we think of. It has to be future growing things that will help us maintain in life. And it can't be about how do we, make $1 million all the time. And I think that's the problem. We want the government, we want to elect people that's going to help us make more money just so we can spend it with companies that don't look like us.
What up, caller?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, caller from VA.
Yeah.
What up?
What's up, bro? This is Mike, man. Yo, man, everything you guys are saying, man, is on point. It's on point. And I grew up in Queens. I grew up Rockaway, Queens. I moved down to Virginia, about 20 years ago, but I spent over 20 years in New York, so I'm a New Yorker. But, you're right. You're hitting the nail on the head, and everybody at that table is a migrant. I'm Sicilian. I'm a migrant, but we came in and we paid our dues. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get nothing for free, but it just seems like with inflation and everything going on, it's like they're giving the migrants everything for free. I mean, do you guys agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what's going on.
I try to buy a steak. It's $18. I'm like, what? Why? Because
that's cheap.
We're giving migrants $5,000 debit cards.
Correct.
Yeah, when I heard all that, I'm like, wow. That's crazy.
When we came into this country, we didn't get nothing. We had to get the most gully job there is, work our butts off, sometimes 2 jobs, and build something. And we still made it. But all I'm trying to say is this. I believe, and I want you gentlemen to see if you agree with me. I believe the way they're letting the migrants in is to buy votes. Buy votes, and
that's what the guy was saying.
Yeah.
That's what the guy was saying. Yeah, that was all.
Yeah.
No, not the guy wasn't saying that before him. He wasn't saying the buy.
Saying
He said the opposite. He said they're letting them in to stop the black agenda. He's saying the total opposite. He's saying they're letting them in to buy votes. So what's happening is if they're letting them in to buy votes, most black people vote Democratic. So they're going to buy those votes, which makes sense. The person before him was saying the opposite. They're going against it. These people are going to come against our agenda. Honest truth is we really hurt our own agenda. It's not nobody else. Black people hurt black people. That's the truth.
We mess up our own agenda.
Yeah, you see it all the time.
We vote for people that
It's a
don't
sad
truly have our interests in mind. We don't align ourselves with other people that have the struggles, and then we want them to support us more than we support ourselves. So you can't expect somebody else to go on the front line and die for you when you don't want to do it for yourself. How many people? I'll tell you.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine coming to this country illegally, right, and getting put up in a 5-star hotel and complaining about it?
That's true.
Hey, yo, picture that going somewhere else.
Yeah, that's the
I'd
best
be happy
analogy.
in the Motel 6. You know what I'm saying? You're in a freaking Manhattan hotel. You're talking about the food ain't good.
That's
Are you
the
out your
best
mind? You were just
analogy.
in a freaking river. You know what I'm saying?
That is the best.
Fighting off piranhas.
And you know what's crazy? How many Americans don't eat every day? And you getting a plate of food, and you mad?
Yo, caller, what's up?
Yo, listen, man. First and foremost, right? You gotta. Am I on the air right now?
Yes.
Listen, man. The policies, man. You got to go on back. I hear one of the commentators saying it's something but our fault. Yeah, a certain degree to it is our fault, but you can study how when the U.S. highway system was formulated, it ran through black communities where black people owned property and had thriving communities. One. Number two, after World War II, right? This is prior to all of this other stuff you talking about. It's our fault, flossing. Listen, man, when you built the country for 400 years under slavery, and you built this country, maybe some of your generation should deserve a little the floss, but this is nothing but about policy. So the FHA loan, the loans that you guys and people enjoy today, well, they just start getting so-called pluralized that everybody can get them in the late 70s and 80s. Gerrymandering, when the banks that where you put your deposits at didn't loan to black people who are working class and doing what they're supposed to do. Well, Vietnam War took young black and brown people, mainly black people, and decimated our communities. When people came back on narcotics, the so-called war on drugs. These are things that they place drugs in our community, and systematically, there's a big guy in every city, major city, black community in this country who made a fortune at the behest of people's so-called bad luck in making a bad choice. And our communities suffer for that. All right? And then you go further. COINTELPRO, where the government systematically looked at the people that wanted to make changes and didn't want to floss, wanted to build. They killed every leader that came in with a plan. Yes, we are to blame for our situation. We have a problem with unity. But when people are attacking and have policies dedicated to making sure that you are not franchised and not united, the rhetoric that you speak, right, and the open arms that you have for others, well, watch your rhetoric and have an open arms for your own brothers and build like you guys are doing with the podcast. Build and build and build. Don't be so welcoming. We don't got shit to be welcoming everybody else. And they come in for the vote. Why? Because they tired of giving you all the stuff that you keep on asking that you ain't getting. They know that the Latino community is not going to request so much. And we requested. Why? Because we built this motherfucker. Don't you ever forget it.
So, caller, just to correct it, just so you understand, we know what we went through, but I'm talking about right now, right? We know there's policies against us, and we know how to fix.
Well, how do you speak about right now if you don't know what happened?
Wait, I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk.
Why are you talking about right now?
I'll let you talk. Relax yourself. I'll let you talk. Now, what I'm telling to you is back then we were doing better than we're doing today, so it doesn't make sense when we had the most trials and tribulations back then. So you're saying, all of this, we had Black Wall Street, we had a bunch of different things that black people was doing because our ancestors, our ancestors were smart enough to know how to manage their money in their community.
You gotta have the facts, man.
If you're the same person, I guarantee if we sat down and looked at your books, you ain't spending your money in your community. I can guarantee you that. You probably got Louis Vuittons and everything else on your feet.
You don't really know who you're talking to
I don't know who I'm talking to, but I promise you, we can sit down off the air, and I guarantee you don't spend your money in your community, but you're the first to talk about, let me do this, let me do that.
Hey, Cash, man, I spend my money. I put my money where my mouth is. Trust
we can sit down. I want to see the books. I want to see the accounts. I want to see where this money is going. I want to see where this money is going. Let's go. Who this? We can sit down. See, he called you out, T Black.
Hey, listen, man. So let me give you a statistic before I hang up, right?
Nah. We want to hear this.
Listen to me, man. You gonna put me on hold?
Nah, we should, but we not.
Listen, I'm gonna give you one stat. Let me give you one stat to marinate on. Black wealth is at the same rate post Reconstruction. Okay, we have the same amount of wealth post Reconstruction. Now, that ain't because we all ain't shiftless, so to speak. You know, we all got grandparents, aunts, and uncles that was working and working hard. It's because when people systematically target you and make you enemy number one, be very careful on who you welcome that your so-called enemy, right, is welcoming. You got to look at it a little deeper than that. Don't be so quick to say that we don't work hard. We work very hard. But when people are always targeting you, it's very difficult for you to do things when people are setting traps for you constantly. Period. It's not an excuse making, but when you give your commentary, right, you should factor those things in when you give your commentary.
But we know that.
Because when people come here from Latin countries, South American countries, they come with a different disposition, and the system treats them differently than they treat you.
Let me ask you a question.
That's not crying.
Let me ask you a question, caller.
Sore loser.
Caller, let me ask you a question. You in a race, you got a head start. They come in. You already ran 20 laps. You got 26 left. They coming in on their first lap. Why the hell you ain't winning?
Because that's a stupid analogy.
It's not. They don't even have documents.
That's a dumb analogy, man.
You don't even. They don't have documents, and you telling me, oh, they're gonna make me lose already.
20 laps. Hold on a second.
They don't have. They don't have ID yet. But you telling me they're gonna lose already? You gonna lose?
What 20? Listen, man. We done finished 30 marathons, and we still in the same place.
Your mentality. You're blaming what you might have failed on something that is probably not even relevant to you. There's young black people that's doing more right now. There's young black people doing a lot more. And then there's a lot of black people that's not doing more. And that's fine. But the problem is you can't sit here and blame on, because there was people back in your days, caller, that was doing very well in life. So when you tell me we're at the same rate and then you want to blame it on policies, as we saw, no, you got to listen first. You can't just respond, caller. This is the problem right here. Let's start right here. You're not listening. You're just responding. You're so quick to think about what I'm going to jump off the gun. I heard you, but it's the wrong mindset that you're giving to people that's in their 30s and 20s to say, okay, well, think about what happened 400 years ago. No, if we're going to change things, we need to think about how do we get smarter, because they're playing behind the ball. Because laws, policies are against us. We get it. No. You're not listening, caller. Laws and policies are against us. The best way to play chess is what? How many moves you got to be ahead? In chess, we're not three moves because we think about what happened 400 years ago.
I don't play chess. I play. While
you play checkers. I know. I know you play checkers. We know you play checkers, caller. You get the king and the queen. You don't got the king and the queen. You can do a double. What is it called? A double.
Double jump.
Double jumps. Caller, you do a double jump.
Flying king.
It's Boosie.
Oh, Boosie, what's up, baby boy?
Oh.
What's good, Playboy?
Hey, man, thanks for calling in, Boots.
Yeah, I was calling because I was listening to the last guy saying, you know, like, we not failing, man, and we not behind because we not working. But I really want to say, you know, when you see a lot of these Spanish guys popping up with stores, or these Indian people popping up with stores and restaurants, and I'm looking around like, damn, how they get the store and the restaurant before I got the store and the restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, they getting money when they come here. They ain't giving no programs for the people that is here, for the people that's getting LLCs that's trying to open up stuff. And when we do open it up, if it fail, we just fail. They kick us up out of the stores, and then they'll let another person right in there, and it probably be one of the Spanish guys or the Indian type people that come over here, which I'm not mad at them for doing it. I'm just mad that they don't give us chances to even maintain it or give us enough money to actually do it the correct way. And
So-
we got to take our hard-earned money. You might take your income tax money instead of going to buy drugs. Smart people go in and try to open a business up, but you don't have the right amount of money to budget it. We don't have nobody to teach us how to actually budget the money and move it correctly into the actual business itself. So we are behind, and then they come and skip over us and get a chance to do so. Even though we got our own faults too, because everybody want to wear the Gucci and all that, like the brother was just saying also.
So Bootsy,
You know
quick
what I'm saying?
question. How many dudes just give me a number. I'm not even gonna ask where you from. How many dudes do you know that's getting money from around wherever you from? How many dudes you know? Give me a
That's getting
number.
money from where I'm from or where I'm at.
Where you from or where you at, whichever one. Just give me a number. How many dudes getting money? Like they got some money.
That's getting what kind of money? Legal money or illegal money?
Anyone. I'm not even gonna put that on the air. Anyone. Just give me a number.
That's getting money. One. Probably about 4 people.
All right.
5.
The reason why I say that is because when a lot of these migrants are coming here, their country sends them money to open up these stores. We can't even get our fellow drug dealers in our neighborhood, instead of buying that $30,000 or $100,000 car, to give you $100,000. 5 of them give you $100,000 so you can succeed in the business. That's our problem. I don't care how you get your money. The point is, if you got a black brother that has a strategic plan and he knows what he wants to do, why not funnel the money to him so he can do what he's supposed to do? We don't need all these loans. People could do it the right way. But the problem is, like I was saying to the other brother, we don't do it. We don't support. Like if a dude getting money, guess what he want to do? He want to go in the club and pop 100 bottles. You could tell him you want to go to school. He ain't gonna give you no money for school, but he gonna take you to the club with him to pop $100,000 in bottles.
Yeah, we don't want to come together and join effort, man, to help each other sin and grow.
Yeah, a person that want to see you get more money, you already get.
Yeah,
and that's sad.
a fact.
So that's
like I own a business or two before, and my shit was fly, and I had the same services as the other businesses, but being that people know it was my business, they ain't want to come. Because they already said, look, if he already eating, he doing it, he doing that. He right here, he rocking and rolling. They don't want to see me rocking and rolling a little more than I'm rocking and rolling.
And that's the problem.
You know what I'm saying? But they rather go in the club or go somewhere else and do all that or other fake shit with motherfuckers.
Well, yo, I'm a
go around the table and let's come up with some solutions. That's what this is about. Right.
Now the solution is you show your brother love. If I come to if I'm gonna buy something and I know Doc is selling it in his store, why the hell am I going to the other store to go get it? I don't care if it's another black store. I don't know that owner. I know Doc. Why am I not going to Doc's store to spend that $20, $30?
100%.
That's it.
That's right.
What you should start off with, what I started with, I got a black dentist and I got a black doctor. Dr. Adams.
Okay, talk about T Black.
Dr. Adams, dentist. Black dentist and a black doctor to start off with. Support black-owned businesses, man. Like Beat 139. You know what I'm saying? So let's just.
There you go, Beat 139, baby.
Stuff that we doing, we've been teaching in school.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Chubby doing that for a minute now.
So that's what I want to say. So we don't give back because we know for sure Chuck gives back. You know what I'm saying? Chuck is a person that's teaching classes. He took his business, built it up from the bootstraps, and it starts one at a time. Right? We don't know everybody in the world. We don't know everybody in Harlem. We just think we do. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, you got to remember a lot of us just wasn't taught. Right. So like Young Cass said, it takes the people that are taught. It takes the guy that does go to school. Right. Me, Doc, and him,
we didn't even graduate from high school. You know what I'm saying? Like we went to school in prison and actually got and had to learn. Like I said, it's ways to know, like he said, it's policies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to get in there and we got to vote. But for real, we started out with our mothers telling us, like, yo, okay, it's time for you to vote. She didn't even know who to vote for. What she did was Democrat. It was creeped down to us to vote Democrat.
Right.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. I think the first solution you hit it on is humility. If I see my brother Vito is good at marketing. I should never have any issue in letting Vito take the lead.
Right.
But we got to be so. I'm the man. First of all, I'm gonna tell you a good example. If you two out of town and you the woman getter, you know how to talk, but you don't. If you just be quiet and let your man do the talking for you, y'all both might be good. Y'all both might be, but guess what's gonna happen? T Black gonna go out there. He the one that's talking his shit. But guess who's gonna get mad? The other friend. And now he trying to act like T Black. It don't work for him because that's not you. But yeah. And then the one friend get mad. Oh, this person getting the girls. This person. No, it ain't that. If that's what they like, utilize the resource. I'm gonna tell you right now. If I'm out, if this is the great thing when you see other races and their couples, right? They getting this person be like, oh, how you met your wife? From my friend, from her girlfriend, because they know it's smart. If my man got a wife and she introduced me to somebody, that's the best solution. He gonna tell me how that woman is. He spent enough time. His wife gonna know how that woman is, and at the same time, they all have an obligation to be accountable to each other. Because now it's like, nah, I'm in the same circle. I can't look like a clown because my man gonna look like a clown, or she gonna be like, oh, you can't be out here looking like a hoe because he gonna think I'm a hoe. We forget that, and the problem is that humility is the solution. Just be humble to your brother. You don't have to be a killer to be around killers. Like you can be, that don't mean you won't kill if the circumstances calls for it, but you don't have to prove yourself. That's what our young brothers forget. Oh, I got to prove myself because Vito a killer. I got to be a killer. No, that's Vito. He had to do what he had to do. Now, if you have to do what you have to do for your family, you do it. But the point is, that's my man. That's him. It's that humility is what we miss. Dudes can't look at it and be like, yo, Doc Fly. I'm gonna celebrate my man. I learn that's how you wear a Doc. All right, cool. Let me put the sleeves like this. That's how where you got them jeans. Oh, let me go and get some jeans and then give credit to where it's due.
Give you flowers and compliment one another. You know what I mean?
That's it.
All right, so fellas, we're gonna switch it up a little bit, right? I think we did great on that topic right there. So we want to get on the second topic, right? And it's it's breaking news, so we got to touch on it. And it's all about the P. Diddy scandal, the allegedly situation. So T Black, how you feel about that, man? What's going on, man? What's your judgment?
At this point, I have.
You know the brother for a long time.
I know. I got mixed feelings about the Puff Daddy situation. Back in the days, as you know, we used to run with Puff. We hung out with him, pop bottles with him. He always showed love. You know what I mean? But Puff was the type of dude back in the days. He used to like to hang out when niggas was getting money. So Puff never spent his money back then. I remember we used to pop bottles. That nigga never spent nothing. He come there and have a drink. I can remember a time that I remember a story. I don't know. You might have came later, but I remember it had to be the '95 Source Awards. Me and Mark Ali, Mark G. What's up, Mark G? We was I forgot what club it was. It was Esso's, one of them clubs downtown. It was like a party that came before the Source Awards, like a pre-party. Me and Mark had back in the days, we used to have, you had Moet and you had Don P. So catch that drunk, you had the Moet for the chicks and the Don P for the niggas. So we had about 2 bottles of Don, 2 bottles of Moet, regular setup. You know what I'm saying? So I remember Puff came in. He was with Suge Knight. I remember all them door pounders. They came in the door. Puff see us. It was me and G at a table, had set up, drinking. You know what I'm saying? He see us, he beeline to us. Say, what's up, what's up, what's up? He goes to popping the bottle. Bow. He popped the Don P. Pours himself a glass. He ain't popped the Moet. So I'm like, damn. I'm looking at G like, damn, your man ain't even popped the Moet. Nigga popping the Don.
You know what the Moet's for.
Exactly.
Why would he? You act like this.
You just said what it was for.
Yeah, I know. But he went to wrong. That's what I'm saying. But my whole point is that he always wanted to be with niggas that spent money. He never was the nigga. He never was the nigga that wanted to spend all the money. He liked to hang with niggas that spent the money. So once he popped the bottles, where he drink, he went about his way. So there was another time I remember we had the party in Virginia Beach back in the days.
In the house.
In the
Beach
house.
house.
The beach house.
Yeah.
Beach house. So
that was me.
That was me. We had
That was one of the biggest.
times.
That was a mean joke.
Yeah,
Ray Diamond.
Everybody. So it was a right now I feel kind of funny. Like I don't want to see them tear a black man down. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see them tear a black man down. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if he did what he did and he ain't clean up like he's supposed to clean up and keep shit in line, I mean, he what he sold. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do what you do, make sure you do it right. Just have some proof with it. Make sure you motherfucking know how you cover your tracks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do your dirt by your lonely. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know. I don't know
how
his story.
I feel about it.
I know him a long
I got
time.
mixed feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
I know him a long time, T. You know.
Yeah. I remember the day you was like, yo, T, I'm going to motherfucking Justin's Christmas.
I went to the Christian. Me,
at Abyssinia.
Yeah, Puff, Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige, Amisa, Paulie, his mom's, his cousins. I know his whole family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't like to judge nobody. I had good times with this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like we had our own bread.
Right.
So we that nigga just get us in the joint.
Right.
So it's a different story that we got than them other dudes, man. Right. And I'm gonna keep it tall with you,
Right.
We use bad boy name to get in places. We use bad boy name to get flights, getting exclusive hotel rooms, shit like that.
Right.
We had our own bread. That's why the nigga like being around us, because he know when we come around us, we could do what he doing and maybe even more. But when I'm saying like right now, right, when Homeland Security come to your house,
that's a problem.
Champ, let's get to the story. When Homeland Security come to your crib, man, that thing there looks different, man. And then your sons come out in the handcuffs and all that. See, you got feds, you got big organizations, Homeland Security, CIA, and all these other, other top secret organizations. They only come when they got their man, champ. Yeah. They ain't coming on no maybe shit. They ain't coming because they know they got you. Now it's time to lock it in.
Yeah.
They'll wait. They'll wait 5, 10, 15 years, man, and let you keep getting money. I've been in the feds, man. I know what they told me, man. They'll let you rock. Yeah. They been had you, nigga. Yeah. But they want you. They want the nigga that's giving it to you, man. Yeah. They don't want you, but they got to get to you to try to get to him. Some niggas fold and some niggas don't.
Yeah.
I'm a nigga that never folded. I would never fold. Hear what I'm saying though?
If Puff is gonna fold, that's the whole question.
Man,
and who you gonna fold on?
We don't know, but my point is the fact that I think the nigga fucked up right now, man. Me personally, man. I think when Homeland Security come, something gonna happen. Somebody, if your son's gonna take the weight, somebody going down right now, my guy.
My question is this: you said this? You was like, well, you don't want to see a good. You said a good black man go down.
He said good. He said black.
Yeah, because I'm about to say because sometimes we protecting just people that's black. I'm unsure if we need to be protecting him. Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now. When
Homeland Security overrides whatever color he is.
Yeah, that's what I say.
You understand, Sam? But whatever color he is, Homeland Security don't matter, man. Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. We can go back and forth with the race card. It ain't about the race card. I know Puff longer than probably all of y'all. But y'all know, but I've been around this dude, man. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, when Homeland Security come, man, you get a lump in your throat.
Yeah. First of all, he was dancing at the airport. He was walking in circles at the airport.
That's the door. And then doctor showed me something on the article. Hold up. What's the shit you showed me on the phone?
With the drug mule and all
the drug shit.
Yeah, the white.
Talk about that right quick.
The white guy that was a drug mule.
White guy. Who put him up on to the guy? He got the case. The guy, what's his name? The guy that he put him on. That's how the feds knew about The guy that testified, what's his name?
Little
Lil
Rod.
Rod told him he got this white guy named, whatever the white guy named, he's his mule, Puff hustling, he doing whatever. And they laid on the dude. That's how they found the dude. So they put the dude with drugs and everything. But the dude got out on bail. So I think the dude tell him. He got out too quick.
Champ, man, don't think about it.
Come on, man. We talking about federal rallies? Homeland Security,
Ain't street dudes and
Right,
doing time and all that.
yeah.
So
Nah,
you
they
know
gonna
Puff.
fuck.
You think Puff is hustling? Selling drugs? You, Vito. I'm just asking you an honest question. You know them the longest.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I can't see
Nah,
that.
it definitely us.
That's a bit far-fetched, man.
That
Yeah.
was being a
For what?
That's being a user.
For what?
Cash. That's being a user.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's him being a user in the lifestyle.
Right.
He needs the extra.
But why do I have to?
No, but that's
Why do I have to?
the
That's what I'm
difference.
saying.
You stretching it to be a drug dealer than somebody that
He's
brings
a
some
user.
drugs.
He's a
That
user.
bring of course. So don't put him in the light of being a drug dealer.
No,
He needs his perk pills.
Right.
He needs
Yeah.
the whatever
Coke.
the ecstasy,
The
the
ecstasy.
coke,
The freak shit.
That's party shit for every motherfucker, especially
Yeah.
niggas that grew up in the 80s.
Yeah.
The older niggas, that's what they did. They were functional motherfucking dope. That's what they did.
Yeah.
Why would we go as far as that to send that man in drug dealer mode?
Yeah.
Every last one of
They-
us at this table is smart enough to know.
No, but
that
it's
is a
not
bigger
us.
picture.
I'm just telling you the charge.
I'm saying that
I'm
we've
not
been-
saying it's
stuff.
us. I'm saying what they trying to get them.
They didn't know. They didn't have no charge. On
They-
the
they-
news, it's no charge.
No, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is they the guy Little Rod said this,
Yeah,
and
right.
that's how they laid on the white guy and got him.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying if I
Well,
know
listen.
if he sell drugs or not.
No mean to cut you off, but it seemed like it all started when he started questioning his Ciroc
That's
numbers.
what
And he
that's
started
what they
suing
did.
for the Ciroc.
They one of the
Like,
biggest
my thing is
families
only in the urban
world.
communities, this, that, and other. That's what it seemed like to me when they all
Yeah.
started fucking with the Cassie
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
This came, that, and other. But my whole thing to him is like, yo, you was acting, you was pumping that to our communities like it was nothing. Like, yo, you owned it. That's why I got the support.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now you find out,
But
nigga,
that-
own
but
it.
I'm
so
saying
you-
we've been every last one of us figured that out with the figureheads in every one of these major situations.
not all the time, though.
It's very
Well,
rare that
but the
somebody.
way
Well,
he was pumping-
no. Let's go back to the ownership real quick.
Right.
So you can own something and
Yeah.
found it,
Right.
but when you got to remember, it's about a fiduciary responsibility.
Okay.
When you cause the business to be at question,
Yeah.
they will boot
The
you
board.
out.
Yeah,
You
boot
have
you
to
out.
sell your shares.
Right.
You can
I
own
don't think he-
The nigga
60%.
from Apple, they did it. They
No,
kicked
No,
him out of the
no.
Man,
So,
that shit up.
no, he did. He owned shares in Revolt. He had shares in a few companies.
It's a rock. He didn't have shares, I don't believe.
No, I believe he did.
Nah,
I believe he
had no
did.
shares. He was
He was the face.
he was
of
the
it.
face of.
Yeah, he didn't
He
have
had
no
no
shares.
shares.
I highly doubt.
But he-
I highly doubt
Yeah,
Puff is gonna
yeah,
do it like
he's
that.
He's
Yeah, I highly doubt.
He's the face. He's the
No,
face.
he
of-
really-
But he don't own.
related to
He don't.
Revolt.
He don't own
related to
Sean John
Revolt.
either. He's the face of Sean John.
He's related to Revolt, and I ain't heard nothing about the liquor. I heard the liquor. He was just the face
He
of
was
it.
the face of Ciroc.
And he's the face of Sean John too, though. He owned it and he sold it, then he turned to the face.
Yeah, that's
He
what
makes
they
money
said
off the
about-
face.
that's
He
same
owned
thing
like
about
Russell
Cuban.
Simmons did with Fat Farm.
Right.
He owned it and he sold it, but then he was the face.
Right.
That's
But
what
no, I
Mark
don't think
Cuban did
he
with-
never owned Ciroc, or he was always just the
Yeah, I don't
See,
know
he never
about
owned
Ciroc.
that Ciroc, but Mark Cuban did the same thing.
No,
He
I'm
owned
pretty
the man,
sure
but he
Diddy-
sold it, but
so
now he still
Diddy-
work with them.
No,
Right.
yeah, they had an agreement, and he owned something in Ciroc because it shows right now that Diego, if I'm pronouncing it right, they had like a 50-50 split prior. And now Diego owns 100%.
Yeah.
So he had to own some
They
stuff.
said it
Yeah.
this morning.
And Diddy's is
Hello, caller?
now as much as Diddy
gotta
might
call
be
it. Hold on.
as much as Diddy might be what he is, he's not stupid. He ain't stupid. He definitely not gonna go in there and build a brand and not own it.
Ciroc, which was a line of Diageo vodka that wasn't doing well. So he had an option. He had shares, percentage.
Thank
He had
you.
an option to actually buy it, or first right of refusal. The guy's not stupid. And yes, he owns Sean John, but you have to understand how the nature of the fashion business go. He owned Sean John, but he had what you call retail partners who understood the industry.
Correct.
He owned Revolt completely. Period. The guy's not a dummy. He overplayed his hand, and we've just got to pray for him.
Yeah.
And we got, instead of talking if he's guilty or innocent, right? Nobody knows sitting on that panel. We hear and we have all innuendo. So now this is that time that we always talk about being united, and we don't have unity, and we don't do this and that. Is don't kick your brother, because he got enough kicks coming from people that's have a big agenda than what we talking about right now. So all you do is send out the frequency of support. We don't know, we weren't there, period. And we let the chips fall where they be. Yep. We all made mistakes, period. And you know him personally, Vito, and you understand and know the guy's character. You've been around him, T Black. All you should say tonight on this podcast, right? Because everybody is using their platform to act like they on some CNN and shit and not giving the guy the benefit of the doubt. Give the guy the benefit of the doubt. Support your brother, because at the majority of every one of his companies were people that look like you guys on that panel. And if you don't believe it, go look at the websites. Go talk to the people, the many black people that worked there. The white people that worked at his company were in a minority. He had black people in chief maker positions, and he had black people and brown people throughout, and he had women employed. Same thing what happened with Bill Cosby, man. You got to weigh the good with the bad. Let other people can judge him. Let the system judge him, but you support him, because we don't got many people that doing what they doing. He's doing actually what you saying, young man, Cash. He's telling about, we ain't doing this and we ain't doing that. Well, he did. Well, he had several companies, and he employed a lot of people that look like you and the rest of the panel. Don't talk about it be innocent guilt, because none of you know. And the more you talk about it in speculative terms, you add fuel to the fire. Why don't you talk about the positive things that he contributed, right? And let it be like that.
No,
let your show
caller,
be
can you hear us?
A differentiation that's being talked on social media.
Caller. So I agree with you 100%. I don't think we're beating them up at all. But I will say this much, and I'll ask you this question. I can't support a brother like that when I hear about the other stuff, the karma that really comes from this, right? Because all the bad that he has done to artists and we haven't supported them, right? So there's people that had to deal with his issues and battles and stealing and etc. But I also don't know what he done or didn't do with these women either. That's another thing. So I don't think it's right to tell people to support somebody when people that have dealt with him on a personal level know how much of a creep or asshole or thief that he can be. So I would never tell somebody. I would never tell somebody to support him. But I will say this: I hope that whatever it is comes to the light, so we can actually judge him the way that our morals are, because everybody has different morals. Now, my morals is this: if he did whatever Cassie said, then you're not a man, right? That's my morals. Other people's morals is different. Other people might say that's fine. She agreed to it. She didn't.
Statement that you're making.
Wait. You didn't even finish hearing me, because I'm not done. So we went through this earlier. You got to hear the statement before you get there. My point to you is that I don't wish any bad on him. But if any of these accusations are true, which you don't see Homeland Security kicking in people's doors every day, so I'm assuming some of this is true. I don't know what or what's not. There will be some truth to it and some false to it. But the problem is the women accusations, I think, it's so sickening, to hear. If you really look at some of those stuff that he was accused of, that's sickening. So if any of those things come to the light, he shouldn't own the company anymore. And I don't care what he's doing in the last 5 years for black people, when he took 30 years from people taking their royalties and everything else. And now we want to praise him for the last 5 years that he did. That's foolish. That's foolish. That's foolish. You can't do, it's foolish. You don't blame him. No, you're foolish. You can't do this because we do this all the time. You go and look at a drug dealer and you want to judge a drug dealer. But then when you get people like him, when that had 35, 40 years in the industry, but they did good in their last 2 because all of a sudden they came to Christ, you want to praise them. No, it don't work like that. Karma. God protects women and children and fools. So if you do something against women and children, he got a way of getting you karma.
You
That's
don't
the
know
truth.
what he did because you wasn't there. I don't know what he did.
I'm telling you right now, you don't get accusations like this from many people without some of it being true. without some of it being true.
What do you work for, the Justice Department?
Ooh.
How do you know you don't get what accusations?
Look at all of you. Let's take the black people out of it. Look at the white people that had these type of accusations in the last 5 years. They done killed themselves in prison. These people done went to jail. They co-conspirators went to jail. There's truth to it most of the time when these things come out to light. I'm not saying everything about Diddy is true. I don't think he's a drug trafficker. I don't think he's sitting there drug trafficking a little bit of coke just wherever he's going. But I'm pretty sure when you settle a case and try to seal that case, when a woman puts all these things on the table, something true in there.
First of all, the case was settled. First of all, man,
who settles a case that they know is not true?
You right now, you gotta listen.
Not for those numbers, brother. Now you lying. If you telling me you settling cases for those type of numbers,
why don't you let me speak, man? Let me speak. First of all, he settled a case because he was co-defendants with corporate interests.
Those numbers, they will fight a case. Lawyers will tell you, I will fight this before I settle this quick. She put it on the table. It was settled in like an hour, even though I'm exaggerating. But he settled that in less time than he did anybody signing a contract for his artist.
He had no choice but to settle. First of all,
not those numbers, brother. If you know anything about business, let me put it like this. I'm gonna go to a basic case. Hold on, caller. I'm gonna go to a basic case. You got a car that hits a person and they ran a red light. They still taking 10 years to settle that damn case. Did he settle that overnight? Why? Because he didn't want none of that to come to light. He wanted to seal that as quick as possible. And bad enough, a lot of people already got some of the documents from what was
room when they were making this decision.
This is online. These are cases, brother. You can look up some of this stuff.
It was online.
The stuff that you can print out. I can print out half the criminals' cases in New York City and tell you what happened in that case.
Let me give you some food for thought. First and foremost, if you read the actual complaint from Cassie's lawyers,
you didn't read it. Trust me, that's a long complaint. If you look at those pages, man. That ain't no 2-page complaint. That's a long booklet.
Sean Combs was named along with the corporations that he's affiliated with. They have insurance. The corporations sued and settled because whatever was going to come out that was listed in that complaint was not going to be good. Sean Combs didn't pay much of that out of his own personal pocket. That was an indemnification policy that he took out.
We know that.
Wait a minute, man, because you
saying we know that. We know he's a corporation as a person. We know that.
No, he had no choice but to settle because they were settling, the insurance companies, for the corporations he's affiliated with. And if he wouldn't have signed the settlement agreement, then it would have been a lot of trouble for him, and he probably would have lost. He lost none of his personal money, but he lost titles and affiliations with those corporations who insurance companies had to pay. So before you really know, we don't really know the facts of the settlement because it's sealed. But for us to sit on a panel, right, and speculate, right, and assume
we don't have to speculate.
Credence to
we don't have to speculate. This is all character. Public record.
We don't know him. There's only 2 people on that panel right now that know him.
They don't know his case. They wasn't in the room when the lawyer settled.
They're the only 2 people that know the guy who can speak.
But stop what you're saying. You're not making sense, caller. They weren't in the room to settle this case. What I'm telling you right now is you're wrong. It does have a financial implication. You know what? Want to know why? After he settles that case, guess what's going to happen? His premium goes up for whatever insurance for his company. You think they're going to insure him for the same rate when you had a situation like this and they know more is coming? You think they're going to insure you for the same rate? You know that's BS. My thing to you is this. Nobody is against Diddy, but we're saying that when these type of things come to the table.
Let me hear you say something positive.
What, about Diddy?
About Sean Combs.
He's a brilliant businessman. Ain't nobody taking away his he's a brilliant businessman.
You couldn't take it away because it ain't for you to take it away. Say something positive about him That's
I just told you he's a brilliant businessman.
Well, we know that already.
I don't chill with him every day to tell you what I think about his personal. If I chill with him every day, I might not have the same opinion.
Caller.
How you feel? Let me ask you a question.
Caller.
How
Let me,
you
let
feel
me,
about
hey,
Steve Jobs?
Caller, let me say
You
something.
got an Apple, right? How you feel about Steve Jobs?
Who?
Caller.
How do I feel about Steve
Let's
Jobs?
stay on
I
topic.
can't.
Yes.
No.
I'm
I will
on
answer.
topic.
I can't tell you about Steve Jobs because
I got
Steve
it.
Jobs is not in the newspaper about
Well, Steve
lawsuits
Jobs-
about how he treated
Steve
women.
Jobs was a fucked up individual.
Okay,
But you
caller.
go and you support him.
But
and you
off
stand online for
of
the iPhone
what?
16.
Off of what, caller? What are you saying that off of? You don't chill with Steve Jobs. He's dead. You wasn't around Steve Jobs when he was alive. So how are you making that recollection? How do you know
I'm
that the
trying to
person
tell
he
you,
was
man.
messed up to wasn't
Listen,
messed up to him?
I'm trying to tell you, man. I tried
You
to
not
warn you in the
around
beginning,
Steve
right?
Jobs. When the last time
Stop
you was at Steve
talking
Jobs'
bad
house?
about
Caller.
Sean Diddy Combs.
Caller. When the last time you was at Steve Jobs' house? Please.
Listen,
No.
I'm
We're not
making
gonna
a
make
point
these
to you, right?
hypotheticals.
I'm making
Caller.
a point to you, right?
When the last time you and Steve Jobs text? When the last time y'all text, caller? Caller, I'm waiting. If you send me the text, I'll send you $1,000.
Oh my God.
Hey, caller.
If you send the text, caller, I'll send you $1,000.
Call up.
And I know you ain't texted him recently because he ain't here with us. All right, RIP to Steve Jobs.
Caller, we
Hey,
definitely
listen,
thank you
listen,
for
what
calling
I'm saying
in, man.
is that
That's what
stop
this is.
bashing your boy. Stop bashing your man. Stop bashing Sean Combs.
We not. We just speaking the
are.
facts.
You are. You gotta listen. Hey man, when you go home, play back this YouTube tape.
No.
We have an open dialogue.
Call up. Thank you.
No. Let him rock because he interested. Caller, I don't know who you are, but you're very interested. And I still want to see the text messages between you, Steve Jobs, and Bill Gates, because apparently you know some folks, and we need you sitting here at the panel.
And you can make light or make funny with my point. If you'd allow me to extrapolate my point to you, right?
Can you do it in less than
correlation,
30 seconds?
But you keep cutting me off, right?
I'm asking a question. Can you do it in 30 seconds?
To you. Let me make my point, brother.
All right,
Relax.
go ahead, brother.
My point is this, right? There are a lot of people, right, that do great and brilliant things that we celebrate that got shitty and fucked up character. What I'm saying that have been proven and documented to have fucked up character of the other persuasion. What I'm saying to you, right, is Sean Combs. He might have character flaws like we all do. Some of us hustle. Some of us hustle poison to our own family, to our neighborhood. We don't get a pass for that, but we want a pass, right? We don't know what he did and what he didn't do. If they have a trial of any kind, the court will arbitrate that. So all I'm saying to you, right, is don't pile on. Be the podcast of reason and fairness, especially the fact that one of the podcast members actually really know the dude and been around him in intimate situations to understand and know his character. He ain't saying nothing. Mm-hmm. Why? Because he's being fair about it to his brother. If his brother is guilty, right, all of us can get redemption. For his contributions outweigh all of the ills that people in the media are given prescription to. And that's all I'm trying to tell you.
I think it's a great
you might
point.
Be in that position. You might be in that position
Caller,
one day.
Caller, I think we could all. I think it's a great point. What I will say is this: just because the courts find you guilty doesn't always mean you're guilty. That we know that.
Well, we
so
know that.
people's
So
opinion of the hold on.
Like
people's opinion of the facts is what matters. Perception is reality.
The facts haven't been.
Now, once again, there's certain stuff. There's certain stuff that people go to court and literally they do wrong and they get off.
There has been no
now,
trial.
wait, you're not listening, right? We got to play this listening game first. Let's exchange. Let's converse, right? The biggest thing is we're just stating what we know about Sean Combs. Everybody can be intimate, have a personal relationship. Some of us don't. We're looking at what the case says. All I'm saying to you is if any of these are accurate, which when Homeland Security, like Vito said, kicking your door, something got to be accurate. So they have something because they no judge signing off on a warrant for your, not even your arrest, for a search and seizure.
So
Yeah, they had to get something for the judge to sign off on that document. Hold on. Don't no, stop. Hold on. We're not talking about it. You might get a state judge to sign off real quick. You ain't getting no federal judge like these. These are federal, organizations to sign off on these documents. This ain't no state level stuff. Something had to be come up in discovery for that judge to say it warrants you to go and seize these items and do what you have to do. Now, I'm saying off of what we know, you guys are growing much older than I am. You know about the FBI and the feds. When they come because they know something. They don't just come off and saying, I guess that the caller did A, B, and C. I guess. No, they're like, I monitored the caller for 2 years. You've been calling A, B, C. You had these conversations, and now we're coming to do our due diligence. So what I'm saying to you, caller, is that with Homeland Security, this ain't even the FBI where they're gonna come in and make a mistake. This ain't Homeland Security is coming after a billionaire. Common sense tells you they know his legal money. Not yet. I'm not done. They know his legal money is different. This ain't the little kid from the block that's selling drugs, making $1 million a month. This is a billionaire. His legal money is different. We're not coming for you because we know you're gonna come in that courtroom with 20 lawyers. You're gonna have a whole 2-3 different firms working on your case. They're not stupid. They're not gonna waste resources to do it, caller. The problem is you defending the man. You defending him like you was at his parties or something.
Let me give you some information.
Were you at his parties? Right? Were you at the parties?
Hey, I don't want to listen.
Are you on Diddy's payroll, caller?
Let me make my point.
Are you on Diddy's payroll? Let's before we go into this, because Diddy might have you on his payroll.
Real quick, let me point it out.
Are you on the payroll, caller? Can you answer that question first?
So let me point something out to you real quick. First and foremost, right? The premier investigation agency in the United States is the FBI. My man, when they come, then we can talk. But Homeland Security is the B team. Now talk to me. Because I know about the feds, my man.
First of all,
FBI come, then you might have something to say what you're saying.
First of all, you're wrong.
Security.
You're wrong.
It's Bud Light. Okay.
You're wrong because the FBI doesn't do every investigation for the USA. Certain investigations are done with different agencies.
Do you know what the Mann Act is?
Once again, certain investigations are. Hold on one second. Certain investigations. Wait. I'm gonna prove you wrong right now. Jeffrey Epstein. He didn't have the FBI always raid his cribs. He had other agencies go and raid those cribs. When certain things happen, you have a multitude of agencies.
By the FBI for violating the Mann Act, among many other federal things.
I don't even know what you said, bro.
Because you talking.
You're not listening,
you, brother. Be quiet.
Who are you?
Are you a lawyer, guy?
Why don't you let me speak, man?
Are you a lawyer?
And you can find out. First and foremost, right?
You are Diddy's payroll.
First and foremost, right? The DEA didn't show up, and the FBI didn't show up. Homeland Security came. They're accusing him in social media, and they're saying that he was trafficking. Well, that is an issue for the FBI, period. And he might have violated the Mann Act. And you would have the FBI there. If you don't see the FBI, man.
Oh my gosh.
Man, if you don't see the FBI,
can I stop you for a second?
No issue,
let me stop you for a second. Do you even know this? Caller, because we're gonna have to go in a second. Caller, we have to go in a second. I want to school you for a second because this is the problem.
Oh, you're gonna school me?
I'm gonna school you right now. This is how you foolish, right? Now, I didn't want to do this because I was trying to give you a second to make a point, but you're not making it. If you don't know, the Department of Homeland Security is an agency. The Department of the FBI is a division under the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice is equal to the Homeland Security, not the FBI. That's what I mean by the Homeland Security is a higher power. Now we can move on. Thank you.
All right, so being that we got a civics lesson, and you out here teaching civics.
Now you mad. Now you mad. Now you mad. Now you mad. Now you mad, caller. And you can Google that. You can Google that. You can research it.
Class teacher. Now be quiet.
I know you mad.
Sit back and be quiet. First and foremost, right? When the feds come for you and they got you, they don't come in a take time. Number one.
First of all, do you know how the feds get their cases?
No matter what alphabet they rocking, they don't come in a take time. Number one. Number two, they sealed indictments. All you saw was a show, dog and pony. So stop running your mouth until you get the facts.
Can I say this? Caller.
They grabbed them at
Caller, because
4:30 in the morning.
the guests is the hosts are telling we're gonna cut off soon. I want to say this much. If the Department of Justice thought that this was their case and something they needed to be in, they would have had the FBI investigate it. For the Homeland Security to take over, that means there was probably something that he did on a different level. On a different level.
It's a joke.
You're crazy. The Homeland Security is just not that. It's not just that.
It's a joke. I know it's under Homeland Security, man.
You didn't even know that the FBI wasn't an agency. It's a department compared to the. They report into the DOJ. They report into the DOJ.
The FBI director reports to the Attorney General of the United States government. What's wrong with you, man?
Do your research, caller. Will you call back when you do your research? You need a little bit more. You need to
report to the head of the DOJ.
We just said that the DOJ is an agency. No, you didn't, because you just said the FBI is higher than the Homeland Security when they're a department in DOJ.
The Homeland Security.
Let me ask you a question. If you're a department in a company, does it make you on a company staff? You're a department. You're finance in a company. The company is the big one, right? DOJ, let's go back to basics. DOJ is the company. Guess what FBI is? It's a department. They like clean the toilets for the DOJ. Put it like that, right? Homeland Security is a company, not a department. First of all, if you know right, you know the FBI does all the investigations for the DOJ. You don't know right. So you're saying this from an outside perspective, and you don't even have your facts right.
I tell you what, who's the Attorney General of the United States? Do you know who that guy is?
Because you just Googled it, now you want to act like you know something. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I don't need to know, because I told you, you was the one, if you play this back, when you play this back, you was the one talking about the FBI is bigger than everybody, when they're a goddamn division. They're a damn division. He gonna go on Google and try to tell me all of a sudden, oh, Attorney General. You know who the Attorney General is. Nobody care about no damn Attorney General. Guess what? You didn't even know the FBI was a division. You didn't even FBI was a damn division, and you gonna see it be smart. All of a sudden, you want to be smart. This is exactly what I mean. You want a little yellow school bus with the helmet, and now all of a sudden you want to be smart. Come on now, come on now. You banging your head on the wall. You banging your head on the glass on the wall.
Keep running your fucking mouth, man.
Bro, you bugging. How you gonna come out there now? You always. What's next? What's the 23rd president? Huh?
Oh, for real?
That's what you're going to do next, huh? What happened when Abraham Lincoln was there, right? Go ahead. I don't know. I'm not in front of Google right now.
Where do the indictments emanate from? We're not talking about a judge signing a warrant.
Oh, now you wait.
Where do the indictments emanate from? Do you know that?
First of all,
the Southern District, brother.
No. Where do they emanate from?
It depends on the agency. That's how he's wrong on that.
Who is the main investigating arm for the DOJ? It's the FBI. They executed a search warrant from Homeland Security.
First of all, once again,
it's like if NYPD.
I don't know where you get your facts from, bro. Google is very good. Just Google this stuff. You don't have to think. I think that's the problem. You're thinking, bro. Don't think. Just Google it. You'll get all of the information you're seeking. Excuse me.
Hey, listen, man. Just say something positive about Sean Combs.
You should not represent him no more. That's the most positive thing I think I gotta say. He's going to jail if you supporting him. That's a positive. Combs, let that nigga go. Please. That's the one employee you want to let get off your
You
payroll
shoe
immediately.
shuffling niggas don't understand
He
when
go-
you being
yeah.
lied to.
He gonna have
Okay.
you talking to the
His
DOJ when you need to be
positivity
at
is
the
start
Homeland
talking
Security.
about how the
He gonna
guy,
have you at the
how we
Royal
need to do
Courthouse.
this, and how we don't work hard,
Oh
and how we
man,
not united, and you running your fucking floppers over there.
you the
talking
one all of a
negativity.
sudden want to ask people who's the
And you
53rd
don't even know
president.
the dude. At least the guy in the hat, Vito, he know him. He being quiet.
You the one talking about him, and you don't know him.
Well, do I don't know him?
And then you went and told me about Steve Jobs. You definitely don't know
I
him.
was trying to tell you
You
that there are a lot of
definitely don't
people-
know him.
There's a lot of people that did horrible things. You said you can't support him, and yada, if he did all these things, and I said you got a fucking iPhone on your hip, but you support Steve Jobs. All the nasty shit he said about black
I don't
people
care who made the
and how he
phone.
treated his own child. But you got an iPhone.
You don't know
Knock that
him.
hypocrisy
How
out,
are you
man.
talking bad about a man? You never been around him. What are you, the family therapist or something? Huh?
Okay. All right. Hey, man, get this guy off your show.
Huh? Huh? Because I don't get it. I don't get it. Or you just told us the same thing. Don't talk about Diddy because y'all don't know him. And then you
No,
talk
all
about
I'm trying
Steve
to tell
Jobs.
you,
You're a
you
goddamn
need to be
hypocrite.
positive about
You
it.
a damn
You
hypocrite.
don't know.
What?
You say I'm
You
telling
read two
need to
books
be more
about Steve
positive.
Jobs, and all of a sudden you're a Steve Jobs expert.
No, what I was trying to tell you.
Watch the movie on Netflix and everything, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I know. All of a sudden you want to come
Chuck.
talk about Steve Jobs.
Hey, Chubb. Hey,
Yo.
Chubb.
Yo, what up? Got another
Hey,
caller.
tell-
Yeah, we got
tell
another
the man
caller.
we
We spent
talking to,
enough
man.
time with you, brother.
What up, Delaware in the building? What up?
What's going on? What's going on, Doc? Check the block.
Good, how you?
Oh man, y'all still calling? Y'all still talking about Diddy? I just turned on, man. I just want to say this, man. The caller got some points, man. I just looked at the podcast, right? Hip Hop Uncensored, and the guys from Bill Cosby was just on there talking. He said, in the next couple of years, man, ain't gonna be no black billionaires. Ain't gonna be they coming after us. And it's sad because we talking about FBI, Homeland Security. FBI was designed to come after us. They was designed to come after us. And I understand they got a successful rate of convictions, but it's sad because they're coming after our billionaires that made it. Even though they might have did something wrong, they're still innocent till proven guilty. The media is taking control of our narratives. We're not supporting each other. We're weak as black men right now. Once Jay-Z go down, what we gonna do? They already took Bill Cosby down. Michael's gone. R. Kelly's gone. Malcolm gone.
Wait, you said R.
I'm
Kelly.
gone.
Don't put us
What
in
we gonna
that.
do? That's all I got to say.
Don't put us in the R. Kelly thing.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller.
Yeah. You put R. Kelly in there. You can skip R. Kelly. You can say everybody else now. Come on.
It's
I
been-
don't know about R. Kelly.
Man, listen, you lay your bed, you laying it, man.
Yeah, exactly. Chubb said it perfect. Say it again, Chubb. No. You go. The Chubb said it perfect. I ain't gonna agree with this
We all
one.
love R. Kelly's music. Can I get a statement? We love his music.
No
That
comment on the
personal, it's
music.
personal.
No.
Nah, I like R. Kelly music,
I love
man.
his music. Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
just saying,
personal, it's
huh?
personal.
It feels different though. It feels a little different.
Hear what I'm saying, right? Me personally, man, I lived a hell of a life, man, you know? And I'm not judging no man or woman, you know? I'm not doing that because, I had my good times and my bad times, you know? And God's blessed me to be here, you know what I'm saying? At 60 years old, looking good, feeling good, family good, mom's alive, kids is doing well, you know? And I had my bumps in the road, you know? I just know the law. I know the community. I know prison. I know violence. I know everything. I've been through a lot of shit. There's more I probably could learn, but I know a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I know that innocent till proven guilty because when I was convicted of something, you know what I'm saying? And, I wanted to get off too. You understand? But black men is always guilty till proven innocent. Keeping it real. You ever been to jail? You're guilty till proven innocent. You understand what I'm saying? They got nothing to do with fuck P. Diddy, fuck whoever. Steve Jobs, all that. I'm talking some us stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? You got to prove you didn't do it. That's fucked up. It's on the reverse. So I know Puff a long time. And a lot of other dudes in the industry back then, you know. But my thing is this. I don't wish no harm on no man. I ain't got no hatred in my blood. I'm a God-fearing man. I don't have no hatred. If I got a problem with you, you're going to know about it. Because I don't fear nobody. But this guy's situation, I feel in my spirit that is shaky. Right? Because that's why they created the word allegedly, right? It doesn't mean you did it. Innocent till proven guilty in the court of law, right?
Yep.
But I know when certain people come knocking on your door, it's for a reason. And they've been knocking on his door the last year or so for different shit. You know, they've been knocking on his door, like Cass said, for years. But, you know, guilty to proven innocent or
You
innocent
really
to proven guilty.
Yeah.
So you understand? You see how it's bouncing?
Yeah.
But my thing is, and for years with him.
Yeah.
But the shit they coming at him for right now is like that major shit, trafficking. Now forget about the drugs. I know that. Come on, what do you got to sell drugs for?
Yeah.
But the women trafficking, and then the shit with the freak shit and the homo shit with the dudes, and then the shit with Cassie. It's a lot of little turmoil going on. My deal is this, right? I ain't got nothing against the brother. I don't like the way he lived. But like I told you, when I was fucking with him, moving around and all that, not by myself, but with my team, when we was moving around, we got perks off the nigga. We had our own bread. We ain't need his bread. Oh, I'm gonna sum it up. My point is that Homeland Security and all these other organizations coming around, I just think there's something there, man, you know? And that's all I'm saying. But we don't know until the fat lady say.
I mean,
that's where I'm at.
Before we wrap
100%.
it up, remember what you said. Guilty before innocent. That shit gotta stop. It gotta stop somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but
So
that's
why
how they
we
do
not-
us, though.
But no, if we continue to pile on,
Now,
like you
now
said,
we don't think that way, but that's how they handle us,
so
though.
why do we not say us at the table? You know what I'm saying? Innocent until proven guilty, and put that out in the air, like you said, put it in the
Air, right?
Yeah, I understand.
That's the law,
fundamentally,
but they don't
see,
do that, though.
No, I understand that fundamentally, though. But technically, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, from where I sit, right? That's just what it is.
But it's not. No, it's not what it is, because the law says innocent until proven guilty.
No, but right,
So
you're right. You're right. The law says.
Yeah,
right.
We're
That's
going
what
by
it
the
says.
law.
That's right.
We're going by the law. So we
that's what
change it. We changing the law if we say we know what most people say. But us, Con, guilty.
Right.
That's not what it is. That's not what the law said. So why don't we stick with the law?
Well, listen, the B139 has insight because you guys interviewed Gene Deal. One of his first interviews. I seen it.
Yeah.
So y'all minds should be like on some like, yo, we got Gene Deal told us this.
That's a man. That's a man.
Well, the only thing I don't know if Gene Deal is a disgruntled employee or not, because hold on, no, I'm gonna say why. I'm gonna say why, because some of the stuff in his recent, some of his stuff in his recent interviews, I don't know if you can
everything he's saying. No, he might some things you might think he probably reaching.
Yeah, he's reaching.
But out of a scale of 1 to 10. 7 to 8 is shit is accurate. You
I
know
believe
what I'm saying?
that, yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I know Puff before Gene Deal. Gene Deal came later.
Yeah.
I know Puff when he had a little St. Lazarus chain and he was skinny.
Yeah.
You understand? I know his family, my nigga. Fuck his friends. I know his moms, his aunts, cousins. I know the whole shit. I hung around them. But I'm saying when the bad boy was first on 19th Street upstairs with Leote Blackno was his first personal assistant. You know what I'm saying? My man Jay Black. I was with Har Pierre fucking Groovy. I was there from the beginning. I done did a lot of shit with that nigga. I done been on stage with the Bad Boy. I did all that shit, man. He'll tell you, man. That was like my son, man. I was with him. The reason why he liked to be around us because we was Harlem niggas and we wore that Versace shit, them gators and minks. He wanted that, but his bread wasn't at that point at the time. He just had the fame because he got the label. But you got a label back then, you was in power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Clive Davis gave him $30 million and all that other shit, but that was nothing. He ain't have it liquid. See, liquid.
Yeah.
See, being worth that or your status is that, but he ain't had that liquid cash. Puff fucked up.
Yeah.
He had a bread. We was paying, giving this motherfucking workers drinks and all that champagne and all. He had no money, man. Later, it started coming.
Can I ask
with
you a
the
question,
Super Cats and the Craig Max before Biggie?
No, I got a question.
You understand? It started coming and coming and coming, and that's how he came up, man.
So, do you think some of these behaviors happened after, or did he exhibit some of these zesty moments?
I don't know him
prior?
like that. I don't know him like that. I don't know him like that. I'm gonna keep it real. I never seen Puff do no freak shit.
So you think after the money he might have?
I don't even know, man. Could have been going on before. Sometimes motherfuckers do shit you don't know they doing.
Oh.
What I'm saying is that I can vouch. I never seen a nigga do nothing out of the box.
Gotcha.
You understand? I know he was stingy with girls. Back then we was all getting money. Well, we was getting money. And other niggas, it's other dudes like Sane Gang. They was around. That was my guys too. You know, we had certain dudes
what
get
about
money.
Mark Curry. What's his name? Mark Curry, right? The rapper.
Mark Curry.
He was a singer on
Yeah, no, that's later. Hear what I'm saying?
Oh, you wasn't there. At that.
No. I'm talking. I was for the birth of that joint, bro.
Oh.
Before justice and all that shit was over.
Oh.
Here's what I'm trying to tell you is that I never seen a nigga, because niggas ask me to Doc be joking sometimes. I never seen him do nothing out of pocket. All I know he was kind of soft, and we had to fight for him a few times. You know what I'm saying? you know T Black. He's a little skinny little dude. But what I'm saying is that I never seen a nigga do nothing out of pocket, man. I know that everybody was sucking that nigga though.
Oh.
Niggas was sucking that nigga, man. P. Diddy, motherfuckers was sweating that nigga, man. We gonna keep it real. Niggas was sweating him. Maybe he doing some freaky shit, crazy shit now, allegedly.
Yeah.
But back then, niggas wasn't talking like that, man. Niggas wanted to hang with that nigga. Let's keep it talk. Let's keep it talk. You know, I understand a little bit. I understand 100% what you're saying. I know the nigga from before he came to fame and fortune. But I know what the caller was talking about too. You know, when we get up there and we doing so well, we kick the black man when he down. But only why people kicking Puff because Puff did a lot of people dirty on his rise to fame that I know about. Right? But at the same damn time, he put a lot of people on too. So which way you go? You go to the left, to the right. He put a lot of people on. But he also fucked a lot of people around.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you call a shrewd businessman. You know what he told me one time? He told me one time, yo, because I asked the nigga one time, right? I was like, why you be the way you be, man? What's up with you, man? He was like, yo, man, because when I was trying to get on, niggas was giving me their ass a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I'm on, you know, this is the attitude I got. Told me straight up. I never forgot that. He said niggas was giving their ass a kiss. Puff been wanting to be in the industry for a long time, man. That nigga had all kind of odd jobs to get himself where he was going. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's right or wrong, but he told me that was his reasoning because I wanted to know why the shrewd businessman type of nigga, man. But I ain't had to worry about it because we had our own bread. We never chased that nigga for nothing. We just used the bad boy. We say bad boy, get the flights good, get the hotel room. I tell you, we use it for perks.
Yeah.
That's all. And he like to be around us because, we type of niggas, if you don't get in it before, we buying all the bottles. Nigga, when you come in and you just got there, 9 o'clock, 9:15, you like, yo, give me 10 bottles. 10 bottles. Ask them niggas over there. All of that table was our shit. Then we bought them all purposely. We had money here that we don't touch, and we had a knot that we just came to fuck up. Every motherfucking day, nigga. Every day. We fucking all this up.
Hey,
Talk about it, Chuck. Don't be quiet, nigga. We fucking this up on purpose. But we ain't gonna touch this one. But this is the fuck up shit. 10, 15, don't give a fuck. Ted, you know you was around.
Everything.
Ted, you know we fucked the gym. Easy. You know what I'm saying? But I never seen that nigga do nothing out of pocket, man. You understand what I'm saying though? But like times change, life changed, man. His name is in too much shit right now, and I think he got a situation on his hands. To sum it all up, because I know it's getting late, y'all. And
We wish him the best of the luck.
I think that he has a situation on his hands because his name is coming up too much. Somebody got to end for him, and who that somebody is, we don't know. But it's still allegedly. Because think about Donald Trump, his shit popping up and everything, and he's still standing. You know what I mean? He's still almost eligible to be president again. So I mean, it's still innocent till proven guilty, like Keith Cash just said. Because if it wasn't, Donald Trump would have been in jail.
Yep. Well, let's leave it like this. We wish him the best of luck. Big shout. I don't know more about that. You ain't gonna bring God into this now. You ain't gonna bring God into this. You ain't gonna bring God. Yeah, we ain't gonna bring God into this because God got this might be his path based on what God wants. I ain't gonna interfere. I ain't gonna interfere between him and God. That's all enough.
We all jam to his music, you know what I mean? And we all grew up to his music, you know what I mean? The best form, man. You know what it is.
I'm gonna continue to listen to his music.
He got melanin in his skin.
Because but what I'm trying to say is that
I'm gonna listen to his music because he ain't write it.
I'm gonna listen to his music like I listen to R. Kelly music, but I don't support if they get accused of trafficking with the women shit.
We don't support that.
And the Cassie shit. I don't play that, man. I feel off with your motherfucking head, man. Any other country, they cut your motherfucking head off. We ain't even having no fucking panel and all that.
On that note,
your fucking head off.
we out for the night. I'm good on that.
Yo, thank y'all for tuning in.
The Beat 139, Harlem's #1 podcast, featuring Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash.